You're looking at the next editor-in-chief of Kotaku.com. Maybe. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Just a little story for you guys as we were live during the show, and towards the tail end, I saw my boy Smash JT put out a tweet saying, hey, did you know that Kotaku is actually hiring a brand new editor-in-chief? And I was like, interesting. Let's check it out. Here's the list from Smash JT. He says, looks like Kotaku is finally hiring an editor-in-chief to lead them, someone to potentially clean up the mess and be a figure of authority over there. But then again, and then he talks about their fostering transparency, inclusivity, and all that stuff. Great. And he included a job listing to it. That got me thinking. I was like, man, I'll tell you what, I could really clean things up over there. And so I asked, I said, hey, that's interesting. Put out on Twitter. Should I apply? The overwhelming response, absolutely. Why not? So you know what? I did. So let's take a look at the job listing and actually see what's going on here. Here's the editor-in-chief of Kotaku.com. Let's go and read through this, and then we can see if I'm a good fit for all this. Because I actually have my full resume pulled up, and I'm going to show you the resume that I submitted to Kotaku for the editor-in-chief position. Because I got to be honest, I don't think there's a single person literally working in the game space right now that has more experience in this area, with more knowledge, with more experience, with more relationships over the course of nearly 2 decades, that is more qualified to take over Kotaku and totally revitalize that brand. With that said, will I be taken? Probably not. Why? Well, we'll get to that. All right, so Kotaku is a leading gaming enthusiast site, is looking for an editor-in-chief to help lead and grow the brand. The ideal candidate has a passion for the category and deep knowledge of and opinions on various gaming platforms, consoles, and franchises. I can do that. Whether it's Fortnite or Madden, Twitch or Discord, Activision or Take-Two, you have context to add or POV to share. I do that every day on Side Scrollers. That's literally my job, and it's something that I've done successfully for almost 2 decades. You know the top game developers, publishers, studios, plus the emerging trends, and have a vision for a site that tracks both devotees and newbies. That's literally what I've done my entire career. Okay, so we're good. The right candidate also understands the value of relationships in the industry, how to cultivate them, and how to leverage them for exclusives and scoops. Tell you what, man, we're delivering scoops. Maybe not the scoops that Kotaku usually wants, but yeah, we'll occasionally drop a scoop here and there. But yeah, relationships are huge in the industry. The problem is that sometimes those relationships don't go both ways. Let's continue. Other essentials. You should feel comfortable in a fast-moving digital operation. Check. You're familiar with data analytics and SEO best practices. Check. You've managed editorial teams. Check. You'll be expected to oversee daily, weekly, month output of news and features designed to grow audience with evergreen tips. Go guides, there it is, guides, yes. And other service content of perennial interest to gamers. But most importantly, here we go. Most importantly, we're looking for a seasoned leader with excellent communication skills. All right. A strong vision to where Kotaku can carve out wins. My, oh my, do I have those visions. And an interest in nurturing writers and editors to create their best work. This is a very visible role, both internally and externally, and we need someone who can represent the brand and a company with integrity and smarts. This is an in-person, in-office role based in New York City. Okay, there's a big hiccup right there, all right? With that said, in my experience, if the right person is there for the job, you are willing to work with that right person. If they're willing to do what it takes, regardless of where they're at, talent beats location. All right, talent beats location in all situations. But we'll see. Okay, essentially duties in collaboration with your managers and audience development, shepherd in a menu of content with a heavy emphasis on tips, guides, and reviews. Oh, you can see where they're going right here. Designed to grow audience and drive traffic. Refine the voice and mission of the site. Oh my God, I would love to do that. Ensuring they're in line with the goals of GO Media. Craft an editorial calendar. Sounds good. Manage budgets, logistics. Use data insights and analytics to understand our audience and inform the way we commission, curate, and edit stories. Sounds good. Manage personnel, staffing, and hiring across a newsroom of writers and editors. Run daily and weekly edit meetings. Sounds good. Stay up to speed on the category. Of course, qualifications. 7+ years of editorial experience in digital media. Nailed it. Try 18, friend. A demonstrable passion for gaming. Well, yeah, okay, sounds great. Experience leading a large team. I've led teams of over 30 before, of people who have worked for me directly and freelancers, 100%. Strong interpersonal and collaborative problem-solving skills. Okay. Skilled writer and editor. Okay, well, I can't really read, but I can definitely write and edit. Sounds good. Well organized with experience managing content calendars. Ability to juggle vibrant daily newsrooms, many leads, and ambitions long-term. You got it. Sounds good. The position has ranged between 125 and 180 annually. Now, $180,000 sounds like a lot of money, not in New York. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I put down my salary request, $180,000. And I got to be honest, I'm going to negotiate up if we ever get to that point because my skills are worth that. And you know what? My ability to lead Kotaku back from the brink is worth that. So I'm saying 180 plus because why not? So here we go. GEO is deeply committed to fostering a transparently inclusive workplace environment and people of color, women, people with disabilities, veterans. Sounds good. Okay, you know what I'm interested in committing a fostering environment of? People who will do the best job. That's what I'm committed to. People who want to do the best job, who are going to deliver all the goals that we laid out. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, straight, trans, or alien, green, submersive alien. I don't care. If you can do the best job, you're hired. That's it. End of story, right? So that's where we may run into things. But I got to be honest. In this situation, that's what Kotaku needs. You got the in-office policy. The vaccination policy. Okay, there we go. Now, here's the thing. We're still vaccinating for COVID-19 in the year 2024. We'll see how that goes. But once again, talent over location and over anything else. Equal employment opportunity. All right, so here we go. They will prohibit discrimination and harassment of any type regarding race, color, religion, age, sex, national origin, disability status, genetics, protected veteran status, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, or any other characteristics protected by federal, state, and local laws. Well, lucky for them, I am neurodivergent. So there we go. I am protected in the best way possible, and if they don't hire me, well, there may be some issues there. Policy applies to all terms and conditions of employment. Sounds great. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I looked at this and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. And sure enough, I filled out the application, but I did find this incredibly, incredibly disturbing, which I struggled to get past this microaggression. But when you scroll down and you look and you scroll down right here and you look at all these wonderful things that they have you fill out here on the side, they talk about your gender. Only 2 options. Now that, my friends, is very concerning to see. It was tough to see, and I got to be honest, I'm really tough. But with that said, I did submit the application. I put it out there. The application was received. I got an email confirming it. And sure enough, I'm waiting to hear back. Now, the response has been pretty good so far. You see My Retro Life. He says, you're the best thing that could ever happen to Kotaku. Best of luck. Hey, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best when they hire me. We'll see. But I promised I'd show you my resume. So here we are. This is the exact resume with some personal information taken out for obviously personal reasons, right? Which, you know, we'll get into that. So here it is right here. My name, as well as my overview. This is exactly what I sent to them. For over 18 years, I've used a company-first mentality to raise the bar in the digital landscape. My high-energy attitude and passion to succeed drove me to create and build one of the most successful online gaming brands in history. Fact. Through my experience, I've created and mastered all forms of online video and audio content, from long-form podcast to viral social post. Been there, done that. Okay, so we talk about side scrolls. What I'm doing now, scaled to 4,000 live concurrent viewers in just over 12 months. Facts. Launched various lines of business and revenue. Fact. Go buy some t-shirts. Links down in the description. Great stuff. Launched the daily video game and entertainment podcast. Yep. Prairie Fire, that's the firearms company I worked with. Created the initial program strategy for the startup business. Did Game Attack. Game Attack killed it. Generated more revenue than 99.99% of channels on Twitch. That is not my metrics. That is Twitch's metrics, friends. That is their words, not mine. Initiated partnerships between Twitch, G Fuel, and various other companies. Worked for Fullscreen after they acquired Screw Attack. Screw Attack, we had our content viewed over 3 billion times. When we were at Fullscreen, one of my biggest challenges was getting from 8 million views a month to 36 million views a month. That is what I did, and I nailed it, and I went to school at North Texas, so there you go. So there's my full resume right now. Now let's be realistic. Okay, I honestly do not expect to hear back from Geo Media. Why? I think we all know the answer why, right? With that said, I would do it. I would absolutely do it, and I would absolutely dominate. And here's the reason. I'm willing to do what no one else is willing to do, and that is break shit. I'm willing to break things to rebuild it. With that said, that has been an initiative for me. Literally, that's like what Side Scrollers is all about, right? I've heard many expressions about what Side Scrollers is, right? Some good, some bad. But more than anything, people say it's a wake up call for the industry, right? And I talked about this months ago. Realistically, I'm probably not going to hear back. But the entire idea is to take games back. So look, while I may not hear from Geo Media, and if I do, I will absolutely let you know, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe, okay? And if you like this idea, hit the thumbs up button. What'll happen to Side Scrollers? Man, we're going to keep on going. That's going to be part of the contract. Got to be able to keep going with Side Scrollers on a day-to-day basis. Why? It's all about that common sense. Common sense is needed, as well as taking games back. So once again, I encourage you guys, head over to takegamesback.com. This is an award show that is all built around you having a voice. That is my biggest priority. We're looking to do this in 2024 and 2025. Obviously, we want to start this year. We're going to have news on this coming up. I announced this a few months ago. It's been fairly silent since then because I've been working on things behind the scenes. We're going to be announcing a lot of stuff coming up very soon. We're going to takegamesback.com. It is a club for video gamers who just want to have their voice heard. Yes, you got to put skin in the game because, yes, it is important that we gatekeep. We gatekeep and keep the activists out who I want to fire. I want to straight up trump all of them. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. I'm walking in. You're all fucking out of here. All right? Listen, someone's got to do it. I will be that guy. The likelihood of it happening? Probably not. But I do encourage you guys to get behind our movement at takegamesback.com. I'll have more information on this, including various information on timing of all this, when we're going to start letting you guys create ideas for categories, when we're going to start voting, and who is going to be on our board. So the Take Games Back board, and as well as the name for Take Games Back. This has all been a code name up to this point. You'll have more information on that very, very soon. With that said, I appreciate your support. Make sure you guys go watch more videos right here. Subscribe to the channel right here. If you want me to be the EIC of Kotaku, let me know down in the comments. Hey, maybe I'll hire you. Let me know your skill set down below. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you guys next time.